Have you ever wondered what separates those who fail from those who achieve extraordinary success? It's not always talent, luck, or even hard work alone. There's something deeper, something almost invisible, an unspoken rule that quietly shapes destinies. Today we're going to uncover that very rule, the one that transformed a man from a complete failure into a multi-millionaire. This isn't just another rags to riches story. It's a story about a shift in mindset, a subtle but powerful change in how one approaches challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. Let's rewind a few years. Imagine someone who had tried his hand at multiple businesses, each one ending in disappointment. He wasn't just struggling, he was failing repeatedly. His confidence was shattered, his finances were in ruins, and his future looked bleak. Most people would have given up. But he didn't. Instead, he stumbled upon a principle so simple yet so profound that it rewired his entire approach to life and success. What was that rule? It's this: stop trying to win and start playing a different game altogether. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? We're often told to persevere, to try harder, to keep pushing until we break through. But what if the problem isn't a lack of effort? What if the problem is the game we're playing? You see, this future millionaire realized that he had been playing by someone else's rules. He was competing in overcrowded markets, following trends instead of setting them, and measuring his success against standards that didn't truly align with his strengths or vision. He was trying to win a race that wasn't even his to run. So he decided to change the game. Instead of asking, "How can I do this better than others?" he began asking, "What can I do that others aren't doing?" Instead of focusing on beating the competition, he focused on making the competition irrelevant. He stopped chasing validation and started creating value, unique, undeniable value that only he could offer. The shift didn't happen overnight. It required humility, self-awareness, and the courage to abandon conventional wisdom. He began studying industries not to copy what was working, but to identify gaps, unmet needs, underserved audiences, and overlooked opportunities. He asked himself, where are people settling? What frustrations are being ignored? What solutions are just waiting to be discovered? And then, he built something entirely new. Not a cheaper version of an existing product, not a louder marketing campaign, but a fundamentally different approach to solving a problem. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself stuck because you're trying to outdo others instead of outthinking them? How often have you pursued goals because they seemed impressive or socially acceptable, rather than because they truly resonated with you? This unspoken rule is about redefining success on your own terms. It's about recognizing that the most significant breakthroughs don't come from doing the same thing slightly better. They come from doing something entirely different. Now, you might be wondering, how can I apply this in my own life? Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, or someone looking to make a change, the principle remains the same. First, audit your current game. What rules are you playing by? Are they yours, or have you inherited them from society, your industry, or even your own fears? Be brutally honest. Are you competing where you shouldn't be? Are you following a path just because it's familiar? Curry's fours. Second, identify the gaps. Look for problems that haven't been solved elegantly. Listen to the frustrations of people around you. What do they wish existed? What would make their lives easier, more enjoyable, or more meaningful? Sometimes, the biggest opportunities are hidden in plain sight, in the daily annoyances that everyone has learned to tolerate. Third, innovate. Don't imitate. Don't just try to be better. Aim to be different. Bring your unique perspective, skills, and experiences to the table. The world doesn't need another copycat. It needs original thinkers who are willing to challenge the status quo. Finally, embrace the journey. Changing the game isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous process of learning, adapting, and refining. You will face skepticism. You might even fail again. But this time, you'll fail forward, because you're playing by your own rules, learning lessons that matter, and building something that truly reflects your vision. Remember, the goal isn't to win someone else's game. The goal is to create a game where you can't lose. So what game are you playing today? And more importantly, what game could you create tomorrow? Take a moment to reflect. Write down one area of your life or work where you've been following the crowd. Now, brainstorm one way you could approach it differently, not to outperform, but to redefine. Share that idea with someone you trust. Say it out loud. Make it real. And if you're ready to dive deeper, to learn not just the rule, but the system behind it, subscribe to this channel. Because success isn't about luck. It's about leverage. And we're here to help you find yours.